So I was talking with the business owner, successful business owner the other day, and we were talking about, his business, but then we were talking about his rentals. He's got a bunch of duplexes, some apartment buildings, and he was talking about, how much cash flow these were making and everything, which was great. But then he went on to tell me about all the problems and the time commitment that he had into these properties. He had third-party property management, by the way, in these properties, but he had a lot of time commitment that was going into these. And I said, well, what are you making per hour on these rentals versus what you're making in your business? And we kind of did the math. He was making way more per hour in his business. His time was better suited for his business. Yeah, he was spending plenty of time on these rental properties. And I said, look, why don't you sell these rental properties, take that income, take the income that you're making from your business and put them into passive real estate investments instead of being active? That just makes so much more sense than to try to continue to labor and to push to get these rentals that are taking up so much of your time and energy, and you hate them, right? But you love your business. You can grow your business successfully, and you can take it, quite frankly, if you took the time that you're spending on these rentals and put it in your business, you would make far more money, or you could just have more time freedom instead, and you could spend more time with your family and your wife, which is one thing he was complaining about too, is, the amount of time his business takes and these rental properties, and just doesn't have as much time as he'd like. And it's like, well, get rid of the rental properties and you can save that time and you can get that time back with your family. And that time, quite frankly, like it just goes away. I saw something the other day. It talked about, by the time by the time your kids are, 15, you've spent 70% of their life with them. By the time, or that's 70% of the time you'll spend with them. By the time they're 18, it's like 90%. I don't know where they came up with those, statistics, but either way, you don't get that time back. And the only way to truly get it back is to create passive income instead of active income, to be able to be sure you're spending the time with the people that you want, doing what you want, when you want. That's financial freedom, right? It's doing what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want. It's not putting more time and energy in something you just don't want to put more time and energy in. And it's also not losing focus on what's important for you, right? So I was listening to a podcast too, and that was one of the things that they were talking about. Like, look, there's a ton of money-making opportunities that get presented to us every single day, and we could go ahead and take advantage of those. And I am a dreamer, and I come up with a lot of different opportunities. I've got a business partner that's very practical, and I'm the visionary. He's the implementer, and he will, get us on the right track. And sometimes my visions, my ideas might be good for the company, but many times they're not, and it's the direction we don't want to go, right? It's just not where we're heading. So we can take all these opportunities, we can buy all these duplexes because somebody told you you should buy rentals, but then it distracts you and it doesn't allow you to create the time freedom and the money freedom that you thought you were creating. So just be a little smarter with the projects you take and value your time and value where your dollars go and your energy goes. So where your energy goes, where your focus goes, your energy flows, and that just is a snowball effect, right? So we want to make sure our energy, our focus is on the right things, and that's creating the income you can create, and then use that income to create passive income in order to, further benefit you and your family the way you want.